Select TestFit and click Preferences. Here, you can set your default location so that every time you launch a deal, you are geographically located close to the deals you'll be working on. In the top portion here, you can adjust your UI scale, the refresh rate, your mouse panning threshold, as well as your snap scale. You'll notice that I've lowered mine so that graphically things move quite smoothly. You also have the ability here to show the default unit database, showing default zoning profiles, pro forma models, and road databases. You can enable the cast shadows. You will likely want to disable the low detail model. If you're interested in seeing colors in scene and in plan, you can adjust that here. You can have scene transitions turned on or off. One of the most important options in your preferences is here. It's the imperial or metric value. So you can only toggle this option when a new deal has been launched prior to creating anything. If you create a site, you will not be able to adjust the measurement system. Two other very important options are here: balcony count as net rentable square footage and house garage as net rentable square footage as well. I do not wish to include either of those values, so I've turned them off. You will likely want to enable large sites and embed images. So if you do need to share a deal, the images that have been attached, background images, will also be included. I have geolocated my DXF export. This has to do with geolocating your model when you either export it to a DXF or if you import that project into Revit. And I've always kept the latest SketchUp version as the option right here, but you can switch that to a previous version if you're so inclined. Once you've made the necessary changes, you can close out of your preferences, and we can start to familiarize ourselves with the user interface. And for this portion, I'm going to use an existing deal. So here we are in an existing deal to familiarize ourselves with what exactly is going on. This space here in which we see our buildings and our roads and our sites is referred to as the canvas. The upper portion here is the navigation tree. This is where you'll find all of your sites and all of the supporting layers. As we select a layer, we have the properties panel, and this is where we can make all of the necessary adjustments. In the lower portion along the canvas here, which can be minimized or maximized, we have our data output panel. One thing to add about the canvas, up here on the right, we have our map control ribbon. So everything related to the map, such as site transparency, switching from a map view to a satellite view or from 3D to 2D. And everything on the left side is referred to as the drawing ribbon. So if we wanted to draw roads, easements, add trees, or draw new sites, it's controlled here, as I said, from the drawing ribbon.